Okay, so we've been talking about social media, gadgets, and some people are saying, okay, so what do I do with my child? Especially because schools are about going on vacation, and trust me, parents are already panicking. Like, what do I do with these children from morning to night? The right step in direction is to make a plan. The thing about parenting is you have to be intentional. Parenting is not that thing you just stumble on. So, as much as we may say there is trial and error, there is no reason for trial and error when a lot of research has gone on around certain things. We have neuroscientists that have told us about the brain, we have child development people that have told us about how the brain works. Then, all kinds of things are there now telling us about how the human person starts from being born all the way into adulthood. And remember, our focus is adulthood. So, what is the alternative for gadgets, social media? The alternative is on real time. My recommendation first will be teaching children how to care for themselves. Care of self. Let your child learn in simple ways how to unbuckle their shoes, and that means that don't buy for a young child certain dressing or dresses or shirts that is not easy for them to navigate. So we can teach using big buttons that their fingers can hold, and gradually we move to medium buttons, then we move to small buttons. So we move from simple to complex. Teach a child how to hold their cup, how to pour water, how to hold their spoon, how to take their toys back to where the toys is. Don't pick up toys for your children. When they bring out those toys, when they finish playing with that toy, make sure they themselves, not the help, they pick that toy and they take it back to where they have held it. So those things, one. Another thing is books. I hear parents saying, oh, I do electronic books for my children. That is okay, but there is still something that comes with flipping pages. The fine motor skills are refined when the child learns how to flip pages. The child looking through prints helps eye to hand coordination. Let your children read. Do not say let them watch something on the screen. That is educational stuff. It's on YouTube. Let them just be watching it. See, the child's development happens better when the child reads instead of watching. Let me explain this. When a child reads, for instance, a little boy wearing a green shirt with brown shorts walked into a mud house. What happens to the brain? It starts to imagine that thing the child has read. But when a child is watching the movie, the picture just comes to the child. The brain does not have the time to process, because it is in processing those words that the development happens. So give your children a lot to read. There's something I used to do with my children during long vacation, even during breaks. Of course, they are being taught to read in school, but I started doing loud reading with them, not the internal reading. So we'll get a book and I'll say to the child, stand here. I wanted to hear inflections, where they stop, where they took pauses. How do they keep their voice when they are reading? Are they reading flat? Are they observing punctuations? Those are exercises you can do with your child this holiday. And it will even start giving you a window to what the school is doing. Because some schools may be like, oh, we are doing all the wonderful work, and you may not know. And your child is having good grades, but how are you evaluating? And it also helps the child in pronunciation, in confidence, to know that I have to stand here and do this reading. Then comprehension. Give your child a book and say to the child, I want you to write a summary of what you have read. And then for the older children, like for my kids, I want you to present. You'll do a presentation of what you have read. These are all activities you can do. And of course, the fun things, the games. You play game, don't let your children win. Because sometimes parents will allow them to win. Then they say, you are the winner, and the child is happy. Don't let them win. Don't be brutal, but don't let them win. Teach them the rules of the game. And that way you are observing, is your child a team player? When they don't win, what do they do? Do they scatter the whole table? That you are now teaching the child how to regulate their emotion. You are teaching them how to play with others. You are observing, is my child empathetic? So if my child has won and a sibling is crying, for instance, is my child doing, I don't care whether you're crying? Those are different things we can do. Then of course we go into the kitchen. Whether your child is a male or female, let the child know how to do, at least make eba. What is this thing I hear? Grown men will say, I can't make eba. It's only Indomie I can cook. What's that? But the same person can drive. The same person can navigate all kinds of technology, but the same person will say to you, I can't fry an egg. Please take the children into the kitchen and teach them. If you have a chef, let's say you don't have the time, let the chef teach them. Then take them for outdoor things. Outdoor is not only cinema. You can take the children out and to nature, not necessarily the beach. Let them go to We have Lufasi Park or whatever, free advert for them. But they can go there and see different kinds of trees. There are monkeys there. The Lekki Conservation is there. So it's not everything that you feel very, what's the word? Very, the way we say something is cool, so that when you put the pictures on social media, everybody's like, oh, we went to London, we went to the US. Your children can be somewhere here in Lagos and have an awesome time. Awesome time having fun and learning. By the time they do all this, then let them go and ride bicycle. Children need to expend energy. Let your child not just sit in front of a screen. Then their friends will come. They are still sitting in front of a screen and holding the game stuff. Let them go out there, jump, ride bicycle, play with other children. Then lastly, I know some parents will push back on this. It's rainy season in Nigeria. There is no such thing as a bad weather, but bad dressing for a weather. So if it is raining, I have interviewed 15-year-olds in this Lagos who say to me that they don't know what it means to go under the rain. That is so sad. If your child grows into adult and has never felt the rain on their skin. Of course, I'm not talking about that rain that comes with thunder and lightning. I'm talking about the showers. So you can buy raincoats for these children and rain boots. Let them run around in the rain. They will not die. Parents, your children will not die because they entered the rain. Abba. They will not end up in the hospital. They will only do that if you do not give them the right clothing. And after they have done that, they come in, have a shower, and wear something warm. Let them feel the rain under their skin. Let the children play with sand. They will not die. So there are so many things children can do outside sitting in front of a gadget and being on social media. I rest my case at this point.